Okay. Woo-wee. Video number 3 of the day sitting here. I'm about done hearing myself talk, but we're gonna power through because I want to get these up. My goal was to get this series done by the end of January, and I still have the Jarsons, the Cazulas. I was gonna do umami varieties. I have to do my never agains. I think there might be another one. So there's like 4 more that I have to record and edit before the end of January. That's my goal. So let's get to it. My name is Jen, and today's video is going to be the surprisers, okay? I'm going to talk about the list of tomatoes that either visually or I'd heard from someone else that they weren't that great, and then they surprised me. So there are some that I grow just because of the name or just because of the way they look. They look odd or weird, or the coloring of them. Sometimes I don't even bother to look at what is said about how they taste. Like, am I going to like this? Sometimes I just want to find out the hard way, you know, just grow it and taste it, and then I'll figure it out. These are ones that I thought I probably would not like, but then I did like, or I think something like that. Yeah, okay, yeah. If you're new here, I am growing in zone 6B, 7A. I'm in northeastern West Virginia. I've got 2 gardens, and I grow over, I don't know, 450 different varieties of tomatoes every year. So let's just get into this video. Which ones surprised me this year? First one I'm gonna talk about is called Dentata. So I grew this one just because of the name. I'm a dental hygienist. That's what I do for a living. And anything that has the word dental or tooth or whatever in the name, I want to grow it. As this was growing, I didn't really have high hopes for it. Even when I went to grow it, like the shape of it is sort of like a pepper. It reminded me of one that would maybe be hollow. So I wasn't really thinking it was going to be impressive flavor-wise, but I really liked it. It was surprisingly good. I mean, it wasn't anything grand, but I thought it would be like mild. Like there's been a couple of those peppery type ones that are just have no flavor, and this one actually had some flavor. It was tart, it was tasty, it wasn't all that sweet, but it was good. So I've tried a bunch of these. There's another one called yellow stuffing or something, and it's a tomato. I grew that like 4 years ago, but the only one that actually had really good flavor was the one I grew last year, California Tulip. This one has any good flavor.
Oh, well, that's just ridiculous.
Oh, not bad.
A little tart.
That's actually really good.
It is good.
Yeah.
I was gonna think it was gonna be very like pepper, like, you know, like how pepper is gross.
Like hard and
yeah. Pepper's good if you expect it to be a pepper, but if it's tomato, it's gross.
This is actually quite tasty. Good tomato flavor. We've got a lot of ones that have tomato, well, classic tomato flavor.
I got a hint of tartness. It's good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Not very sweet.
Well, let's check that.
That's good.
If you can get any juice out of that bad boy.
I don't think so.
I can get some.
It's not very juicy. Can
you?
You?
Gotta be better at it. Like,
because you have to cover the black thing.
I will.
You gotta have it completely covered.
I will get it.
You can't have a seed in the way.
I won't. I'm a professional.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 5.5.
5.5. Actually, that's better than, was that better than, it's actually sweeter than West Virginia sweet meat. And that's got the word sweet in it.
I thought it was a little sweet.
I actually am surprised at how good this is.
It is pretty good, yeah.
I'll show you your other piece. Number 2 is going to be black stick. So I grew a bunch of stick tomatoes. If you're not familiar with stick tomatoes, because I wasn't up until last year, I got really into like woolly and variegated and just, you know, carrot leaf, things like that are just kind of not the norm as regular leaf or potato leaf. Like most people know about regular leaf and potato leaf tomato plants. I didn't know about stick until last year. So it's basically what it is. It's like one stick, and then the leaves on it are just these like, almost looks like pom-poms up the sides of it. There's different ones. There's the original stick, so it's just a red one. And then I also grew blue stick, black stick, there's yellow stick, Is there any other ones? I don't know. They don't take up a lot of space and they're super adorable. They don't produce a ton of fruit, but this is about flavor. So that, of all the sticks that I grew, like, they're even known to not be very tasty. Like, I knew going into growing these that these are probably not going to be like, oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. But I wanted to grow them anyways, just to see how they grew, to get a look at them, to take a picture of them, and to taste them. The regular stick was probably my least favorite. Then there was blue stick, which didn't really produce hardly at all. And then black stick, which you can get that from Tomato Eden. That one was actually very sweet and then tart at the end. It actually had quite good flavor to it. And I really didn't expect much from it since it was, crossed with the stick tomato. I think she actually bred this one, black stick, herself. It's not one of the original creators' variants. It's really pretty in color. I feel like it reminded me in color of, what was that other one that I grew? It's like, paley pinky. I don't know how to describe it, but it had like striping. It was really pretty, but it wasn't very big, but it was the biggest out of all of the sticks. But I would say not even as big as bigger than a large cherry, but smaller than a saladette. I don't know, like, where does that leave you? All right, black stick. That's fruity.
Really sweet.
Very sweet.
You might want to test that sweetness.
A little tart at the back end of it too. Oh my goodness.
That's
definitely my favorite.
Yeah, that's good. That's pretty sweet. What do you think that is?
Yeah. 6.
It might be the first sweet thing I've had this morning, so I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's almost an 8. Dang. Yeah. That's actually really good. Oh, very cool. All right. So if I'm probably going to grow this again, one, because it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. They're cute. It was easy to grow. I really just tied it up a stake. It didn't have like a whole bunch of limbs going everywhere. It's literally just like a straight stick plant. So it doesn't take a whole lot to grow. And I didn't get a whole lot of tomatoes from a couple of them, and I would like to have a good seed stock for myself. So I will probably grow it again next year, but my favorite by far is definitely the black stick from Tatiana from Tomato Eden. The next one was banana legs. So I've grown lots that sort of have the same look, and not really, like, I think I grew banana toes last year. What other ones have I grown? I don't know. But banana legs, it's like an elongated yellow paste looking type of tomato. And most of these that I've tried, I haven't really. Orange banana I grew. Yeah, banana toes. None of them have really had much flavor to them at all. And of course, paste tomatoes are known to be like that. They're made to cook down into sauces. So they're not really made for fresh eating. But I gotta tell you, banana legs is really good for fresh eating. So I thought it had a very nice flavor to it. The most flavorful of all the other kind of same colored, same shaped ones like this. It was tart and sweet, just how I like it. For Ben, the skin was too tough. He didn't like how tough the skin was. Let's taste it. I like it.
You do?
Yeah. It's definitely not flavorless. I like that one. Of all the banana ones I've grown, orange banana and banana toes, I don't think I really care for them this much. This is probably the best one.
I don't know. I went to bite that and it didn't want to bite and all the juice came out.
Got some tartness. It's got some sweetness. The skin is quite tough though.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you can just kind of scoop all the meat out.
Oh. It must have not been ripe.
It's got flavor. It's not flavorless.
I don't like it.
So of all the banana ones I've grown, this has got to be the best. And the meat's not, I think one of them last year I feel like was mealy. Like the meat was mushy. This isn't. So not bad.
I don't like it. I wouldn't grow it, guys. I wouldn't.
Of all the banana ones, this is the banana one I'd regrow.
I wouldn't grow any banana.
The next one I'm going to talk about is called Stripes of Yore. It's a saladette size. Pretty good production. This one, I think when I picked them both, it's very comparable to Gondwana Moon, but Gondwana Moon has antho and Stripes of Yore has striping, whereas Gondwana Moon doesn't. I remember this one having lots of flavor. I even thought that the skin was flavorful. Sometimes doesn't happen. It was fruity. It had a little bit of savory notes to it. Surprisingly, it only had a Brix of 5, which I would have guessed higher, like 7.5 or something like that, because I thought it was pretty sweet. But it was really surprisingly good. I think I put it in here because I think we tasted this after Gondwana Moon, and by the looks of it, I was just like, oh, they look so similar. They're going to taste similar. No. Stripes of Yore was very good. There you go. Compare. Woo. Dang, I think that skin's got a lot of flavor.
Sweet, but
you taste how flavorful the skin is?
It's very good. I like it. How would you describe that?
Fruity, savory.
It's got a lot going on.
It does.
That's really good.
That's a good tomato.
It does taste fruity.
Yeah, fruity. I wonder what it is on the Brix scale. Only a 5, but it's very fruity. You gonna eat that?
That's interesting.
It is very interesting.
I like that one.
I would definitely pick Stripes of Yore over Gondwana.
You should go back and watch all your videos, and the ones that I say, I like that one, you should grow those.
Phil's 1. So I grew Phil's 2 last year. These are what are called like traveling tomatoes. So there's several different varieties. There's Recentrobe, or there's Phil's 2. There's another one that I might grow this coming year called Phil's 2 Tricolor. But this is Phil's 1, and basically it's like a lobulated tomato where you can like pull apart chunks of it off of there. It's a wild looking tomato. That's why I grew it, just because of the looks of the tomato. I tried Phil's 2 last year, and I was not really impressed with the flavor. Phil's 2, I believe, is green, and Phil's 1 is yellow. Or is it vice versa? I don't even remember. I can't even look. But as far as flavor of Phil's 1, yeah, it's yellow. Phil's green last year, yellow this year. The green one was I wasn't impressed, but Phil's 1 was actually pretty good. Not too bad, quite tart. It had flavor, so, and I don't think that the meat was as mealy as Phil's 2, because that was something about Phil's 2 I didn't like, as the meat was very mealy. And Phil's 1, I didn't think that it was all that like mushy and mealy, so I was actually surprised I liked it as much as I did. Which one are you eating? I'm gonna eat this one.
Oh.
You ready?
I don't like that.
Doesn't smell like hardly anything. That's actually not that bad.
It's not bad.
It's not that bad. I like it better than...
The skin is too much.
I like it better than Phil's 2. It's a bit tart. A lot of tart.
There's good flavor, but there's too much going on. I'd rather eat that last one.
It's good at the beginning. But then as you keep going, I don't know whether it's the skin or whatever that just makes it really tart. Like you like.
It's just nope.
It's
not for me.
It's fun. I wanted to grow it just to show people and be like, "What is this thing?" And everybody be like, "What the heck is that?" It's a tomato. That's right. Here's another one. Most of them are kind of smaller in size.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Oh, come on now, dear. It's fun.
Just because it's fun don't mean you should grow it because you can't eat it.
Gates. This is a Brad Gates variety, so I don't really know why I didn't anticipate it being that good. It's really pretty. Bright yellow with striping. I think because it's like a yellow variety, sometimes when you look at those, you think, oh, this is going to be mild in flavor. It was not. More yellow, and there's striping to it. Most of Brad Gates varieties. See the striping? That looks. Do not. I have a slicing video that looks better sometimes with his varieties. Sometimes they do, but like this one, I thought didn't look like it was going to be so flavorful, and it was good. I really like Golden Gates. And I think I was already saving seeds of this one, and I might have already taken a bite.
Mmm.
Yep.
That's like...
I knew I'd like it because I was just like, oh, that's so good while I was like saving seeds.
Oh.
That's
like a tangy, and then it has like a bit...
It's a slap you in the face with yummy.
Earthiness, and then it's super sweet.
Like looking at these with the other ones that I've grown, like orange banana, banana toes, you would think, oh, this is going to be lacking in like juice because they're usually pretty dry. This one's juicy, full of flavor. Way to go, Brad. Way to go.
That's like a roller coaster of flavor in your mouth.
It is. It's really good.
That is a nice one.
It's a slapper, a face slapper. Get that seed out of there. I like this a lot. I like it a lot.
I knew that was sweet, man. That sweetness come in right at the end.
What is that?
And it's an 8.
It's an 8. Dang. Yeah. Way to go, Brad. Yeah. Yummy. Yummy.
I like how that the tanginess.
If I didn't want to save seeds from this one so bad, I would eat that. I would just eat that right now.
A lot of the sweet ones that we get, right when you bite them, they're just so sweet. That one I felt like was a little bit tangy.
It's so good.
And then it just, boom, come in with the sweetness after. And then even after that, like some of the skin was still even more tangy at the end.
That's a good one.
It was good.
I highly recommend you try that one. All right, the next one, I'm going to be talking about some of my naughty varieties. So I had a naughty part, or a naughty section over in Materville, where I put naughty named things. One of them was called Uranus, okay? I did a whole video on just naughty named taste test. It was quite a fun video to record. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. But go watch my naughty named one. Uranus. Uranus is an F1 hybrid, so it's not one that I could save the seeds from and regrow again and get the same tomato. My seeds came from Seeds EU, which I actually got these from a friend. So I didn't purchase from Seeds EU, but it grew true to what the tomato's supposed to be. I've never actually bought from Seeds EU, but with that experience, I'd say that their stuff is true to seed. It's a very inexpensive place, I think, to buy from, Seeds EU. This one's like a red barrel shaped, bright red. I would call it a small slicer or saladette sized. They said 90 grams. And it had like a pointy little tip at its bottom. It's a lot juicier than it looks, I'll tell you that. And it's got tough skin on it. You can just, when you describe a tomato and it's got a naughty name, you can just, so go watch my video. If you like a little bit of dirty humor, you'll like that. I should have prefaced this that if you don't have a sense of humor, this is not the tomato taste test for you to watch.
Well, maybe people have a sense of humor. Maybe they don't like dirty parts.
What are dirty parts?
Like the no touch zone parts.
Whatever, they're just tomatoes. Tomatoes with funny names. Oh. We're gonna cut a different one. This one.
I didn't even see that. I was.
This one had some weird, icky.
We don't need to show people that.
Sometimes it happens. Okay. What? Oh, I get it. See, I keep forgetting that these.
Sometimes it happens on Uranus.
Yeah, a little dirt, little part, little dirty part. Okay, this is a clean Uranus.
Clean Uranus.
Yeah, this is a clean one. Doesn't have any dirtiness on it.
That's good.
Yeah. So, oh my gosh, this video is. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to upload it after I edit it.
Are you going to eat Uranus?
I'm going to eat my.
No, it's Uranus.
I'm going to eat Uranus. I'm going to eat your. You're mean.
You're weird.
Are you going to eat Uranus?
I'm going to try it. I like Uranus.
Oh.
That's good.
You're going to make me choke.
A little more juicy than I thought it was gonna be. But it's good. And to be honest, it really doesn't stink. You want to smell? How you like your anus?
It doesn't, your anus does not smell that much.
Interesting.
The skin is tough.
Yes, it's good
anus.
though. It's pretty good.
The skin is tough on your anus. I'm still trying to swallow the skin. It's stuck everywhere. I don't like your anus. I got it.
That's a bit much.
I don't know who named these, but it's not my fault. The next one is...
Maybe it's pronounced Uranus.
Uranus. The next one is going to be sone penis. Again, in the naughty row. This is a long, finger-like red paste type tomato. Nina also grew it. My friend in Norway also grew it. She had horrible weather conditions, but she said, or was it Lauren? Or maybe both of them. I think all three of us grew it, and it was hella productive for the two of them. Mine got eaten. So, but it did, I think I did end up getting like 7 or 8 tomatoes off of the one truss before it got eaten. So I think it would have been really, really productive had it not been eaten. It had a Brix of 6. You can get seeds for this one from Cultivaroo. I'm not sure where I got my seeds from. I think I got them in a trade. It was quite tasty because it didn't look, like the looks of it weren't that great. And again, it's a paste tomato. So when you see the shape and the look of like a paste tomato, you're kind of expecting not for a whole lot of flavor. But this one had a decent amount of flavor to it. I was impressed. It says it originates from Denmark. It's an indeterminate. And
I don't think I'm gonna like this one. Not because it's called penis, but I don't like the long shaped ones.
yeah, same. I'll just give you that half. You can have the tip. It's just the tip.
What is this?
Thank you for tasting these with me.
All right, let's taste it.
That's actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
You like it? I like it a lot.
I do like that one. There might be well, the skin's a little chewy.
Yeah, but we've had tougher.
It's not bad. That might be the first long one I've liked.
Yeah, like banana. Well, I did like banana legs, like banana toes, orange banana. Those were all kind of long ones. What was the other ones I grew last year? Yeah, they're so paste-like. I don't know, but this one's actually quite sweet. I'm actually curious to see just how sweet this is.
I don't like when you cut them that way.
You want the tip again?
Nope. I'm gonna do like this.
So this is my refractometer. I don't even think I said that in my last video.
Because you didn't want to get it. Oh, I don't like that one.
Yeah, it's a 6. It's
like
quite sweet.
It's got like what is that, a urethra?
Stop. It does not.
It does, right
That's
there.
just the core. But yeah, that's quite.
How much is it?
I can't wait to tell
How much
Tina.
is it?
6.
Oh.
But I mean, it's fairly sweet.
6 is not impressive.
And it's got good flavor. I heard that. I heard it. Put that in your mouth.
I don't want that.
Okay. The next one I'm going to talk about is called Stoney's Neighbor. I had high hopes for this one, just visually, the looks of it. I was very excited about it because it's one of the ones that just looks so interesting, like the coloring of it. And I think it's even more pretty when you cut into it. So if you have like a pile of them not cut, and then you have the one cut beside, it's just really pretty, okay? Picture taking saladette tomato. It's like a pale orange peach, kind of looks like a tiny pink grapefruit, basically. Yeah. I liked it. I liked the way it looked. It had a Brix of 4.2. It was tart. It was a zinger. I think that's how I described it. Another one of the 9-volt battery to the tongue kind of tomatoes. So I thought I'd like it, but I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did. I just thought it was going to be like a visually wonderful tomato. Like a lot of times saladettes, I don't expect to be that great. But this one was. If you want to grow a good saladette, Stoney's neighbor, you can get seeds for this one at Bounty Hunter Seeds, which is where I got mine from. Another person to purchase from that has so many cool, unique varieties, Bounty Hunter Seeds.
It's a very mild aroma.
Whoa. Woo!
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's tart.
That's got some flavor. That's
got the zing to it, man.
That's a zinger. You can just, like, I barely touched my tongue. Yeah. It's like the battery thing, dear.
9-volt battery?
9-volt
Let
battery.
me try. A little bit.
No, that is definitely a 9-volt
definitely
battery.
Not as much as that one that I said that, though. But yes, I can.
That's so cool.
It is neat. That's good, though. That's got some.
Oh, man, I hope I have a lot. Yeah, this one's a cool one.
That one's fun.
Very pretty. It lived up to the hype. I'm so...
Can I get a little...
I hope I have a lot more tomatoes on that one. This one's over at Materville.
Yeah, it has a very mild smell, and yeah, I can feel it.
Mm-hmm. It's just like, but you barely put it in your mouth, and you're like, boom.
It's definitely charged.
All right. The next one is going to be, this one is Dwarf Electric Pinky. Ooh-wee. Such a pretty tomato. This one surprised me in the fact that this is the first tomato I think that I've ever tasted that had, like, it was salty tasting. And we didn't put any salt on it. It was the wildest thing and I did come to find out, because at first I thought we had mentally talked ourselves into fruition that, because we were about to salt a tomato, or we were talking about salting tomatoes and tasting them, because someone had left me a comment saying you should salt the tomatoes and taste them, and then also do without the salt. So we were talking about that, and then the very next tomato we tasted, Electric Pinky, tasted salty. So I thought maybe it was like a mental thing, but I did come to find out, because I looked it up, there are tomatoes that have like a saltiness flavor to them. So Electric Pinky, if you don't want to actually use the salt, but you like the salty flavor to tomato, Electric Pinky is the one for you.
One with salt, without salt, and then with salt.
Oh, it smells good.
That smells really good.
I don't know. Well, we'll see. If it kind of tastes like not great, I might try it with salt or something.
That already tastes kind of salty to me.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You think it's because we're sitting here talking about it?
Maybe.
No. That does.
That's funny.
It's got like it's like very kind of
That's
salty.
weird. I don't know if it's that salty. It did though.
It's got like a weird...
I think it's because it was in our brain.
No. Could not. It's got a weird tang to it too. Do you taste... It's like... Wow,
That's pretty good. Now let's salt it up.
Okay.
I'll do it.
You'll do it too?
I'll be part of the
All right, well,
team.
Okay. Let's give them a little sprinkle-ish.
I don't know. What do you do that?
Yeah, that's good. And then okay.
Is that it?
Yeah, we don't need a whole lot of salt.
What's it supposed to do?
So we're gonna salt this salty tomato. It definitely was salty, because I didn't need any more salt. I don't know why we did a salty tomato and added salt to it.
It made it worse.
Yeah, that made it too salty. Okay.
It'd probably be good if you like salt.
Next one is Kazula 10. So the reason why this Kazula is on this one is because we tasted this one right after tasting Kazula 72. And Kazula 72 and Kazula 10 looked very similar in color and in shape. And I did not like Kazula 72. Of all the Kazulas, I think there's maybe 2 or 3 that I have not enjoyed. Kazula 10, I thought, oh no, it looks the same, but it was actually very good. It smelled and tasted very fruity. It had bricks of 6. The meat texture of it was pretty good. Oh, it's getting windy outside. The meat texture was pretty good, but I kind of need a little bit more firmness. I like a little bit more. But other than that, it was surprisingly good. So that's why it's on this list. Ooh, it smells like it's gonna be fruity.
It is.
Woo.
Very fruity.
Woo. Yeah, man. It does not taste anything like 72. Whoa, that's good.
It's a little super meat.
It's a little bit, I like mine with more bite. Oh, it's only a 6. That's crazy.
That's pretty good. 6. 6
I thought it was going to be like an 8.
Oh,
Super
no.
fruity. That I thought surprised me was accordion cherry. And it is just an adorable cherry. It's got accordion because it's got its little ribbon. It's an adorable cherry. And I believe you could qualify this one as being like a long keeper. It looked fake. It sat on the counter for 6 weeks and didn't change. And it still had flavor after it sat there. And surprisingly, like I didn't have high hopes for it because of the way it looked. But it was surprisingly really, really good. The only thing with it was it did have tougher skin, but long keepers tend to have that. They're like crack resistant, and it was really pretty. Like the skin was, and I'm like, it looked like a fake tomato sitting on the table. This one had like a classic tomato flavor. It's one that I feel I do want to grow it again at some point because the plant didn't do all that well after the heat and the drought hit. So it's one that I didn't get a good seed saving stock from, and I'd really like to have more of it because I did enjoy it, surprisingly, more than I thought I would. I'll take a bite. All right.
Okay.
Wow. I was expecting very classic tomato flavor for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very meaty.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
like,
skin's tough too.
yeah, it's like,
I could tell when I was like cutting it. It's a very, like I feel like this could be
there's not much gel
a
or
long
no,
keeper.
or no.
Like it could be kept for a long time. Like I might just leave a couple of these sitting on the counter and just see how long. Because I've had these on the counter for a week now, and they still.
Yeah.
What do you got to say?
Oh no, I'm just agreeing with you because I've been waiting to taste it.
Yeah, he's been wanting to taste these. He's like, can I have one of these? I know those are my taste testing tomatoes. Well, yeah, I'm just one. I'm like, no, you can't because I don't know how many more I'm going to get. I'm literally, my plants have been battling between 90 and 100 degrees with absolutely no rain for 6 weeks now. And I don't see any for another week. So it just seems like yesterday we were supposed to get some rain from Hurricane Beryl. Passed us on by. Like last week I looked at it, it said Wednesday, Thursday, Friday we were supposed to get some sort of precipitation. We got zilch. It's Thursday. We got zilch, and I don't see anything until next Wednesday, which who knows? Might get zilch then too.
I'm pretty disappointed in it. That's probably because I've been waiting to taste it.
Did you think it was gonna be like sweet or something?
I don't know. I just thought it was gonna be great. It's just not very juicy. It's just like there's not much gel.
It's like hollow and yeah.
It doesn't taste bad. It tastes just classic tomato.
Yeah, and if
but it's not very juicy.
If it stores on the counter like a long time, like for weeks and weeks and weeks,
but don't
it'd be nice. It'd still be good. It'd still be good in a salad, you know, or when you have no more tomatoes, that'd still be good.
Yeah,
okay. All right. So the next ones I'm going to talk about are basically like honorable mentions. I think I've already talked about both of these. The one is, no, I haven't talked about this one. This one is, I'm mentioning, it's called Not Silver Fox. I mentioned Not Dirty Chicken. This is Not Silver Fox. Okay, so I grew one that was called Silver Fox. It was supposed to be like this red teardrop shaped, I think, tomato. It was nothing like that. It was very odd. It was really pretty. I really liked the way it looked. What's the word I want to use? It wasn't glossy. It was matte. It had like a very matte look to it. And then when I went to cut into it, it was like cutting into an apple, right? And biting into it and chewing it up was like chewing up an apple. To describe how it looks, it was like an elongated pink with like peachy striping to it. It was really pretty, and I did save seeds from it because I want to grow it again to see if I get the same thing. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was, because it doesn't look like the silver fox was crossed with something. It looks like a completely random tomato. I don't know. It was like eating an apple, and like I remember the flesh of it was like, you could like scrape it off of the skin. So the skin was kind of tough, but you could scrape it off like you were eating like a melon. You know what I mean? Like how you scrape the flesh and leave the rind. Kind of like that. But the flavor of it was like pretty good. And honestly, it having like an apple-like texture and bite to it, it intrigued me. Like I actually enjoyed it. It was kind of wild. It was like one of the wildest ones texture-wise that I grew this year. I believe Lauren had one like that too. I can't remember what it was, but she sent me and Keena like a video of her cutting it. And again, it was like cutting into an apple and then her eating it. It's like the same kind of thing. So maybe some tomatoes have that texture. It was weird. It was weird, and I surprisingly liked it. Slice. Yeah. I do a slice.
That's got that. I think it's got that chemical smell you always smell.
Okay, so definitely really firm, crunchy firm. If you like crunchy, firm tomatoes. But I don't even know what this is, so I can't recommend you to go get it.
I would recommend you don't.
No, it's not bad flavor.
I don't like it.
I don't mind the flavor.
Oh, I might.
I respect your opinion, dear.
Thanks.
But I don't like.
You can't even get no juice out of it.
I don't like crunchy tomatoes. Yeah, you're not going to be able to test that one, but it does have a slight sweetness to it. I don't think there's like any acidity.
Yeah. It tastes like nothing. You're right.
Yeah.
It just tastes like nothing.
Very close to nothing. I would still say this has better flavor than. It's sweet.
Cut that out. Yeah, but it's like a 6.
Whoa. Yep. Yeah, I can taste the sweetness.
It's just like.
Yeah,
it's too
but
thick.
It's like a I agree with you, and I feel like.
Yeah.
All the sweetness is in the juice.
Yeah,
that's not true. I taste it in the meat too.
Yeah, I mean it's okay, I guess.
Eat the inside, don't eat the flesh.
It is almost like it's like a watermelon.
Yeah.
You're like chewing up the. I guess I take mine back.
Okay, what do you want to say about it now?
I just imagine like. It's like I'm eating it off the skin like a watermelon.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Yeah. It's got. Yeah.
The inside of it.
The inside of it.
Then the outside, I probably don't want to eat. It's like a cantaloupe. You don't want to eat that. You don't want to eat that pink stuff.
It's like super crunchy. But even the skin has a little bit of fruity flavor to it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the skin or the pink outside, but the inside is fine.
I don't know what this is. If anybody can give me any clue as to what this might be, I'd appreciate it, because right now I took pictures of it and I sliced it, and it's going to be labeled as not silver fox.
I think it should be called.
But if I can't figure out what it is, I might name it and just let people know it was like a oopsie that I found in my garden.
Call it watermelon mistake.
I don't think that's a fun name.
I think it's
great. This one is
great.
Fuego Rosa that I'm going to mention. An honorable mention. I put this in another video I just put up. What was that one? I can't remember. Oh, because it tasted like cherries. Again, it was one that it didn't look. I mean, it was really pretty. It almost looked fuzzy. I didn't have high hopes for it. I actually thought like cutting into it and everything, it was supposed to be like paste-like or whatnot. I didn't think I was going to like it, but it was another kind of weird one texture-wise because of the fuzziness, and then also it had like this mild cherryness to it. Like I just got done eating a cherry. I don't know, but I thought I'd honorably mention that one too. Okay, Okay, next one I'm excited to try. This one I grew, this is Fuego Rosa. Oh, it's so pretty. It's very interesting looking and it's very, very pretty. I don't think the camera does the prettiness justice. Here's another one I've got. The outside of it feels interesting, almost furry. I don't know how to describe it, like almost fake. So the skin might, I'm curious to see what it's like when you taste it, when we taste it. I grew Fuego Verde last year. So this is Fuego Rosa. This is actually, I feel like this one's comparable to the size that most of my Fuego Verdes were. But they didn't feel like this. They felt like a normal like tomato skin one does. So,
Oh, excuse me.
Looks dry on the inside. That's what the inside looks like. I wonder if it's gonna taste. Here's your slice, dear, and I'll take this slice here.
All right.
Fuego Rosa. It's very pretty. It's really pretty. It's almost cherry-like. No?
I don't like, that's weird.
Got a little bit of like a...
That has a stinging on my tongue. Like, not tart or tangy. Almost like, oh. That's not good. That tastes like a chemical burn. You like that?
I'm not getting...
Let me give it another shot.
I'm not having the aversion to it that you are, that's for sure.
Oh, that's weird. I'm gonna try again.
And like as far as like a chemical burn.
Yeah, you can taste it.
You can't tell me what I'm tasting, fool.
You can taste the chemical burn. I thought you were gonna say that's not something you can taste.
I don't know. Maybe do you know that you can? Have you?
I don't know. It just has like a...
Okay.
That's not good.
Okay.
That is, them flavonoids are not reacting good with my chemistry of my mouth.
I can't remember if Fuego Verde was very good either.
No, I don't like that.
All right, well.
So
I think it actually tastes like a cherry. Like when you put a cherry in your mouth, that kind of tartness.
I can't taste it.
I don't know. It's fruity.
Maybe I've eaten too many tomatoes.
I don't know. Yeah, that one's not bad. I don't know why you're...
I don't know what's up with that one. It does not react good.
That is it though for my surprisers. Let me know if I have enticed you to grow any of these with my descriptions and my taste tests of them. Let me know if you have grown them and you think of them the same as I do, or you think of them differently. Like, subscribe, share this video on your Facebook page for me. Please help me grow my channel. And I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next one, I think the next one's going to be Jarsons and Cazulas. So I think those next two those are going to be the next two, or maybe my Never Agains. I might do that one. But until that time comes, I hope you all enjoy your day. Bye.